Okay, so what you're looking at is the 2014 Sainsbury's Christmas advert. If you don't know what Sainsbury's is, it's a supermarket in the UK. Now, in this advert, they show the moment during World War One when the Allies and the Germans decided to actually get together on Christmas Day and call a truce. This is quite a well-known story, and at the time they played football together.
Jenkins, Oakley, Knight.
This is an advert, so you can't forget that this is a commercial. Why does Sainsbury's make this commercial? Did they make this commercial because they wanted to tell a nice story? Did they make this commercial because they wanted to make people feel good? No, they made this commercial because they want to make money. They want to compete with their rivals, who are Tesco and Asda and Waitrose. These are all other supermarkets in the UK. So remember, as you're watching this, the goal is to sell more product. How are they going to do that? They're going to build an association in your brain between Sainsbury's and Christmas, and between Sainsbury's and family values. They want to build that emotional connection in your brain. This advert, they have partnered up with the Royal British Legion. Now that is a charity in the UK. I believe it's for war veterans, I think. At the time in 2014, any money that was made buying this particular chocolate bar was given to this charity. You might think, that sounds nice, doesn't it? But Sainsbury's have used the charity as a tool for a marketing campaign, okay? Anyway, I'll talk more about that later. Now, this event did happen towards the beginning of the war in 1914, and there hadn't been too much bloodshed at this point. Still, though, everybody is looking very healthy. Everybody's looking pretty great. We're not seeing any blood. The real trenches were full of blood. You would see rats wandering around eating dead bodies. You would have people already by this time who were kind of going crazy from shell shock. Not too many people at this time because, like I said, it is near the beginning of the war. And you would definitely have some injured people. There are people with bullet wounds in their legs. Might be a few people with trench foot. Obviously, you're not seeing any of that. Everybody's looking pretty alright.
Ein Briter kommt! Ein Briter kommt!
Jim? Jim! Don't do it!
Halt! Er ist nicht bewaffnet! Nein, Otto!
Jim!
My name is Jim.
Mein Name ist Otto.
Pleased to meet you, Otto.
Freut mich.
Rose, she's called.
Sie ist schön. Sie ist schön.
So yeah, again, this all did happen. They did meet between no man's land. and they kind of shook hands and they started playing football for a little bit. This was only at certain parts of the trenches, so in some areas there would be a truce, whereas maybe 3 miles up north there would still be fight. But this all happened, but once again, everybody is very well dressed, everybody's looking pretty healthy, looking pretty good. Everybody's looking kind of pretty fashionable. I don't see anybody limping or any bandages even or any blood. And there's no dead bodies in no man's land somehow. All of this stuff is removed because, remember, they want to produce the right emotional reaction in you when you're linking this emotional reaction to Sainsbury's. They don't want to link the idea of blood and dead bodies and disgusting things with the brand Sainsbury's, especially as it's a supermarket selling food. Everything has to look nice and everything has to give you a heartwarming feeling, and it does. But what they're doing is they're linking that heartwarming feeling to Sainsbury's, and in the process they're kind of making World War One look pretty nice. They're making it looking like it was a fun adventure or something.
Danke. Happy Christmas. Frohe Weihnachten.
First of all, this is a pretty bad trade for the British guy. I have to say that chocolate bar looks much nicer than whatever he's just received. So when I first watched this advert, I thought it was amazing. I watched it through, I thought it was really, really good. Until the very end. Okay, and at the very end, you have this Sainsbury's logo pop up at the end. Just to remind you, the whole purpose of this advert was just to make profit. Many people think this advert is fantastic and all the comments are saying how great it is. For me, this advert kind of makes me feel a bit sick. So what Sainsbury's is doing is they're exploiting this event to sell more product. You know, this is a real event. World War One, millions and millions of young guys died. People went crazy from shell shock. Because of World War One, the Spanish flu spread because of all the bad conditions in the hospitals, and the Spanish flu came along and killed another 50 million people. And then we have Sainsbury's coming along and just taking this historic event and making it look kind of quite nice, actually, and then using it to sell food. So Sainsbury's, like I said, they partnered up with the Royal British Legion. Now you might think that's a nice thing to do, right? They're giving money to charity. But let's just take a step back. Why did they decide to partner with the Royal British Legion? They did it as a justification for making the advert, right? They can't just put an advert out like this for pure profits for their supermarket. So what did they do? They made a new chocolate bar, the one you saw in the advert, and they said, okay, any profits made from this chocolate bar will go to the Royal British Legion. Okay, that's fine, but what about all the other products in the store? You know, people will go to Sainsbury's much more after seeing this commercial than they would otherwise. Sainsbury's will make millions of pounds in profit. The only reason they used a charity is because the marketers realized they needed some way to justify this because it wouldn't fly otherwise. And it completely worked, you know. Most of the comments about this advert were something like, it's an amazing advert, you know, and anybody who has something against this advert, they need to lighten up, you know. And many people would say, oh look, but it's for charity, No, it's not for charity, it's for Sainsbury. Adverts work on a subconscious level. What this advert does, very skillfully, is it makes a connection in your brain between Sainsbury's and a heartwarming feeling, and between Sainsbury's and family values, and between Sainsbury's and Christmas. So what this does, this association is built in your brain, and then next time you think about, I need to do some Christmas shopping, I need to buy the turkey, Where do I go? There's Tesco's 10 minutes that way. Sainsbury's is 10 minutes this way. And your gut just tells you Sainsbury's, you know. Something about Sainsbury's just feels right. Sainsbury's did this for no other reason other than making money. I think that's all I have to say about it. I just wanted to clear that up because so many people love this advert. Too many people don't understand advertising and don't understand how this advert is really exploitative of this horrific event that happened in the past. That's it. Ciao.